Okay, so I'm going to start sharing some gardening videos. I wish I was sharing from the ground up because about a year ago, this was pretty much nothing. So we're pretty close to from the ground up because it's still not a whole lot going on here, but a lot to me as a beginner gardener, as a novice gardener, I've made so many mistakes in this gardening journey, but everything is looking pretty good so far this year. So I'm just gonna share things that I've planted from seed. I'm gonna share things that I've transplanted, things that I bought in store that are still thriving at this point, and just take you on this journey because if you've been wanting to garden, but you don't know what you're doing, don't know how to start, I still don't know what the heck I'm doing. It's been a lot of trial and error, but we got this, you got this, I got this, and we just learn as we go. Trial and error is the best way. So I'll start with this area right here. So about a year ago, this whole area here was pretty much bare. It just had, like this regular sandy-ish Florida soil. And one of my biggest mistakes was thinking that I can plant any type of seeds, any type of anything into this type of soil. So that was one trial and error. I planted, I think it was butternut squash, just straight into the ground, and it grew a little bit, but then it just got really sad, and I learned that this is not the type of soil that you want to plant any type of squash in. So in this type of soil, the best things to plant are things that are more native to Florida that grow really well here. For example, you guys can see over here, this is some cranberry hibiscus. And I got these seeds from Seed the Stars. I'll link them in the description. But these are really delicious. They grow flowers and you can use the leaves to make salad or you can make a tea with it. But these type of plants like hibiscus, they grow really well in this type of Florida soil. And the seeds from this plant are originally from Florida cranberry hibiscus plants. So it's been growing really well. So this was never a trial and error. This was a trial and success with these cranberry hibiscus. So next I'm going to share a little bit more about soil and some success stories. Okay, so this right here is one of my baby zucchini. So far she's been able to give me 4 zucchinis, and I am just so happy with the harvest so far because I've never been able to harvest something like that. I tried to plant these squashes last year. It was a complete disaster. And now being able to get so far 4 zucchinis has felt so rewarding, so amazing. Right now she is not doing so good, so I don't know if there's gonna be more zucchinis because she's looking a little sick, maybe too much heat. It rained a lot a couple weeks ago, and maybe it was too much water, too much rain throughout the night, so it got a little mildewy. I'm still, like I said, a novice gardener, so I can't truly diagnose a plant yet, but hopefully there's a turnaround and she's able to produce some more zucchinis. But here is another success story. We have the tomatoes. Let's get a little zoom in. Here are some tomatoes. This one's not looking very good, but these over here are looking fabulous so far. And then we got a little flower right there. That's gonna be a tomato soon. So I got this plant as a starter, a super tiny starter from Ever Oak Farms here in Orlando. And so far, as you can see, it's been thriving thanks to amazing soil conditions, which I will share what soil I use in just a moment. But yeah, so far pretty great success with zucchini, even though right now it's not looking very healthy, but we'll see if it turns around. Oh, some smoothie, thank you. And here are the tomatoes. Okay, so the next vegetable that I'm going to share, I am so proud of being able to grow this because it's one of my favorite vegetables, probably my favorite vegetable, the one that I eat the most. And I just never thought that I would grow something like this, but here we are. So broccoli. So this is the soil that I have been using that has been the biggest game changer in the garden. It's the brand Fox Farm Soil and Fertilizer Company. This specific blend is the Ocean Forest blend. It says that it's a unique blend of good things from the earth and the sea. I haven't really gotten into the whys or the hows of why this blend is so great for the plants. Like I said, airplane. Like I said, I'm a beginner in this gardening journey. So it's working. I'm gonna keep using it. And honestly, I haven't really tried any other soils, so I don't know if there's something better out there. This was just recommended to me by someone that has a really luscious and thriving garden, so it was working for her. I thought, let me check it out, and it's been working for me. So Fox Farms Soil and Fertilizer Company. So as you saw in the previous video, a lot of what I have back here are plants in grow bags, which have been working really, really well for me because I have yet to master the art of carpentry. So I don't know how to build a raised garden bed yet. So I learned that grow bags are a thing, so I ordered some from Amazon. They're fairly affordable. And now I'm just going to do a short demo of how to get more bang for your buck when you are planting, let's say in a pot, in a regular raised garden bed, in a grow bag, which is what I'm going to show now. How to get more bang for your buck and not have to utilize so much of your super, super great quality soil. So, have a grow bag. So what you would do with the grow bag before putting soil straight in here, you can just put a bunch of, let me show you. Here I have just a bunch of like twigs and leaves that fell off of the tree. So kind of fill it up about a quarter of the way with this, with just things that are compostable. So you can use cardboard, you can use sticks, leaves, mulch, wood chips, anything that you have around the garden that you think would be, good for the soil. Because what this will do is as soon as it mixes with the soil, it becomes part of the soil. And I also have this, it's like wrapping paper for glass. I have a bunch of this lying around, so I'm gonna put some of this in here, and that's gonna create a really nice foundation. And this is all going to decompose and just give more nutrients to the soil. And this is a hack that I learned from Pinterest, so shout out to Pinterest. We're gonna fill that up about a quarter of the way, you can see. And then now we are going to put some soil in here. I'm gonna do some soil. Nice, wet, fluffy soil. Okay. Now I have here a potted plant. This is a sweet banana pepper. This is from the local garden nursery. So let's see, that's about good. So just going to give it a little squeeze, pop it out, give it a little massage, release the roots a little bit, and then put it into the grow bag. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is just fill it all the way up to the top, maybe leave like about an inch or two without soil, and then I will show you the finished product. Here we have a happy and sweet banana pepper. Okay, so to wrap up this video, I just wanted to mention again that you don't need a huge space to create an edible garden. You don't need a huge budget. All you really need, as far as what I've really needed, is, so far the grow bags have been working so well, and probably in the next video or some video at some point I will show other types of things that I use to grow plants in, aside from the usual regular pots. So these grow bags, they work really well. Fill them up halfway, third of the way with compostable materials from the yard, or if you have cardboard boxes or something, just rip them up and put them in there. The biggest investment for me has been the soil, because you do want some really good quality soil to make sure that your plants thrive. But aside from that, all they really need to thrive is some nice grow bags if you don't have a lot of space, great soil, and just the willingness to experience some trial and error to get you to trial and success. So thank you for watching this first gardening video. I hope you learned something like I've learned from the countless numbers of videos and books that I've read, which has been so overwhelming, because then you try things and it doesn't work and it's like, oh my gosh, like why did I go through all that content for? But anyway, trial and error, it's all good. So far, 4 zucchinis, a bunch of tomatoes are growing, broccoli's growing, everything seems to be thriving thus far. So catch you guys in the next one.